This is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movies, movie news, and many other things. So today, as we wrap up 2017, I decided to do my top 10 movies of 2017. 10 being the worst, ranking all the way to number 1 being the best. At number 10, I decided number 10 is Daddy's Home 2. To be honest, like I said, that movie didn't really surprise me. It kind of sucked in so many ways. It it really wasn't the best comedy Christmas movie I've seen around. It it was it just sucked. I was hoping for a lot more funny moments and lots of lots of more comedy in so many ways. So yeah, Daddy's Home 2 ranking at number 10. That's if you guys want to see a funny Christmas movie, I highly recommend watching Home Alone or Home Alone 2 or the rest of the Home Alone movies. Don't see do not see this one. That's why I ranked it 10. It just sucked. Number 9, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Long Holds. That movie wasn't a perfectly good summer movie because, well, it it starred a whole new cast playing the same characters in the books, but their acting was off. It was just way off. They seemed like they didn't really want to do the movie at all, and it seemed like not a perfect summer movie to see. I was the only one in my theater who I was the only one in the theater, and that explains so much because, well, I'm sure a lot of people didn't want to waste their money. Sorry, sorry about that, guys. I'm sure a lot of people didn't want to waste their money seeing a crappy summer movie like Diary of a Wimpy Kid Long Gold. I can't believe I wasted my money seeing a shitty, crappy summer movie, knowing I could have saw uh, a lot more different summer movies throughout the whole summer. That was just that was just terrible. It was terrible. Definitely don't see that because you will be wasting good money something on something that legit sucks. And number 8, Boss Baby. That movie, along well, DreamWorks. I don't know what they were thinking. DreamWorks was, well, pulling shit out of their ass. Sorry for the harsh language and everything, but I I thought this movie was gonna be funny. It did. It's true. It did have some of its good funny moments, but it just really didn't click with me. Some of the scenes really didn't impress me, and didn't. It really didn't seem interesting. I actually fell asleep on a few of the scenes along with my mom when we went to go see it with me. She fell asleep throughout the whole movie, and that's saying something because that movie was legit boring. And I honest to God thought thought DreamWorks was going to outdo themselves with this movie, but I was wrong. They they legit made a crappy movie that people wasted their money on. Number 7 is the ballerina movie Leap. It was it was all right. I loved how I loved how they honest to God talk about not giving up on your dreams and keep on chasing after them. But there was a few like dull, boring moments, like how a few actors played different characters in the movie. Don't get me wrong, that was okay, but I think their acting could have been a whole lot more better in this anime movie. Though it did, this movie did inspire me in so many ways. It inspired me to keep on chasing after my dreams and to not give up. So yeah, if you want to see a movie that's inspiring and is enjoyable, that that is inspiring, I recommend I highly recommend seeing this movie Leap. But like I said, the acting in this movie yeah, it was just stole. The story kind of really didn't click with me for at first, but there were a few parts that really did click. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but you have to see this movie yourself. And also, I thought they it would be more better. It could have been a whole lot more better if they made like the main characters more appealing and have more influential moments in the movie. And number six, Despicable Me 3. This movie start this well movie this movie was okay. It was all right, but it was kind of weak. The minions are, as always, they're enjoyable to watch and laughable as well. And laughable as well. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, guys. We honest to God find out that Gru has a twin brother named Drew, as most of you saw in the previews and official trailers and everything. And I didn't really enjoy Drew. He he was kind of dull, and he was kind of not really good. He wasn't really good of a villain. But the main villain that was dressed in the '80s had the '80s theme. He was funny and laughable. but but all in all, I thought the main characters could have been more great along with the story plot. But I guess they didn't want to. I guess they didn't want to take the time into going into all that stuff. You got Illumination. You need to honestly gotta step up your game with these movies and have more interesting, appealing moments. I mean, come on, it's not that hard to do. Keep up your game. Sorry guys. Sorry if I'm getting distracted. Illumination needs to keep up their game. Step up their game. I mean, step up their game and make more animated movies that will catch the audience's attention. And I thought Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, and along with the girls did a pretty great job returning as their characters. We get to see them do more funny, appealing, interesting things. But like I said, the story, well, it could have been a whole lot more better. I wanted to see more action and more funny sequences between Gru and his family. And we're at my top five now. Prepared to be blown away. At number five, of course, it's Jumanji. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I honestly God, I legit loved this movie. I loved how it was a sequel to the original movie and also a reboot. We get this we get to see a whole group of characters, like I said in my movie review for it. We get to see a lot of interesting characters. We get to see Dwayne the Rock Johnson playing like this nerdy kid, playing as this nerdy kid's avatar. Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, and Jack Black. All of them had a lot of funny moments in this movie. Along with Nick Jonas, he was okay. He was kind of playing himself in this movie. I can't really say how. Sorry, guys. I I can't really say how he was playing himself. You guys got to see this movie for yourself and check it out. And check it out to see what I mean. But all in all, this movie, I was really surprised how this movie was turning out. I loved how it picks up after the original Jumanji, and we get to see a few hidden Easter eggs in this movie too. I can't say what, but you guys have to see it. You'll laugh your butts off. Have a very fun time seeing it, and there was a few scary moments too as well. But you'll end up loving it and appreciating it so much. Sorry, I'm gonna keep on getting distracted. I apologize, everyone, again. But the acting in this movie was perfect. Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, they're the perfect comedy duo in this movie. We've seen them in Central Intelligence, and they blew. They blew me away in that one as well. And Jack Black, he was good too, along with Karen Gillan, who's going to be playing Nebula in Avengers: Infinity War, and we've seen her in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. That is, she was so hot. I would legit date her if she wasn't older than me. I really would. And I think this movie is something that everyone is going to remember for ages, especially the tribute to Robin Williams too. That is something I think was perfect. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. We all miss you, and you were the best actor alive. I honestly, God, love how they hid a few Easter eggs in this movie from the past Jumanji movie. That was brilliant and enjoyable. But the villain, it still needs some work. The main villain of this movie, he needs some work a little bit. He could have been better, more monomical. He could have been more eviler. I mean, I guess, but I guess they didn't take the time to do that. Number 4 is Lego Ninjago movie. I loved, I definitely loved this movie. At first, when I went to go see this, I thought it was going to be so bad. But when I saw it, I wasn't shocked. It was really enjoyable and laughable. I words cannot describe how much I have more respect for these Lego movies that are going to be coming out in the near future, especially the Lego Movie 2, whatever it's going to be titled. Sorry about my bad, guys. Yeah, so like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how these Lego movies progress and what the future holds for them as well. And now, my top 3. The top 3 people, the top 3. You are gonna be blown away by the top 3 movies I picked for this year. Ranking at number 3 is Justice League. I don't know what everyone's problem was with this movie. I enjoyed it myself. Seeing all these heroes come together to fight this bad guy Steppenwolf was legit interesting. Though the villain was like I said, the villain was like the villain from Thor: The Dark World, Malekith. He really didn't. He really didn't seem to explain his plot really well. He's like that villain. He's like that villain who, honestly, God, people forget at the last minute and just be like, ugh. He's forgettable. So yeah, Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I mean, yeah, I'm still trying to wake up, guys. Jason Momoa as Aquaman. He was funny. He was funny, and he brought a lot of humor to his character. I honestly, God, can't wait to see him in his solo movie next year, and see him kick ass. Gal Gadot, I can't pronounce her last name, as Wonder Woman. She is so hot, like legit hot. I would really date her. She brings a lot of action to the team, along with Batman. Though there were a few parts in the movie where they kind of like beefed heads, all 4 of them, but it was pretty enjoyable. This movie is basically the best movie I have seen throughout the whole year, aside from Thor Ragnarok. It's not quite up there yet. So ranking number 2 is Disney Pixar's Coco. I loved how they brought this journey. I loved how that Disney Pixar took us to a new world, the land of the dead. That was really inspiring and enjoyable. And as always, Disney Pixar is always making us cry in this movie. There were a few tear-jerking scenes that I was surprised myself with. And sorry guys. And we get to like see this new character Miguel express his passion about music in this movie because like unlike the rest of his family, his family is doesn't really enjoy music. Doesn't really enjoy music. They ban it from his house, from his family, and everything. So I thought that was a little heartbreaking as well. But he still keeps going. He doesn't stop uh, fighting for what he loves. And we get to like see the rest of his family in the land of the dead. That is something. That is something that was really heartwarming as well. And I loved how we get to see so many amazing things in the land of the dead. I can't explain what, but you guys are gonna have to see for yourselves what I mean. And finally, the number one at a movie of the year for me is Thor Ragnarok. I loved seeing this movie so much. Marvel has stepped up their game with this movie. It legit leads straight into Avengers Infinity War. I Chris Pratt at first he said he was tired of his character, and so was I a little bit. But it, Thor Ragnarok Thor Ragnarok actually redeemed his character so much, even though he gets a haircut, which honest to God I didn't really love. It took away so much from him. They took away his cape, his hammer, everything that makes him the god of thunder. I was kind of disappointed and sad when that happened when he got his haircut, like most of the Marvel fans out there. But what's done is done. We couldn't honest. I we They couldn't really do anything about that. But Chris Hemsworth was fantastic in this movie as Thor. He's the best, legit the best Thor there ever is or and ever was. I'm hoping that he sticks around after Avengers 4 because no one else can play Thor like he does. I want to see him like do more movies as Thor, such as a team up with Spider-Man. He's been talking about doing that for a while now, and I'm practically intrigued myself. I want to see how that is going to play out. I want to see Spidey and Thor team up to save the world or the galaxy, anything, because Thor will be like that crazy uncle that Spider-Man never had. Rest in peace, Uncle Ben. And Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, she killed it too, though I sensed a spark between her and Thor. But she's not. But as most people read online, Valkyrie is not going to be Thor's love interest. We don't know who it is. My hint is that it's going to be Lady Sif, because I sense there's a spark between those two. I legit do. Considering that, as most of you read online, that Thor and Jane Foster broke up, so that is kind of a shocker. Their relationship really wasn't going anywhere in the past two Thor movies. And Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, we see him in this movie being a badass too as Hulk. I love this. I love that so much. And Tom Hiddleston as Loki, the god of mischief. He, as always, tricks Thor and deceives him. He is going to play somewhat of a huge role in the Infinity War. I can't say what though, but I'm excited for Infinity War, and I'm happy that this movie is leading right into it as well, along with Black Panther. That is coming out next year. Sorry guys. This movie, Thor Ragnarok, is legit the best movie I've seen throughout all of this year. I, honest to God, hope that Chris Hemsworth stays around with the Marvel Cinematic Universe at least for a while. At least for a while until we see what happens next. And we get to see this Spider-Man Thor team up movie that is everyone's been buzzing and talking about. And that's it for my top 10 movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and press that little notification bell at the bottom of my video. And also, feel free to rank your top 10 movies of 2017 in the comment section below, and let's have a good chat about it, because I want to see your top 10 movies of 2017 and have a little talk about it. Take care and God bless. Peace.